Okay, hey, and welcome to my video. My video today is taking you through the Triumph Tiger decat. Now, there is a bunch of really good videos out there online about how to take stuff off and what to do. My video is just a little bit different. There's some extras I'm going to include in here. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done in one take, not mess around. Now, the decat video, I'm not sponsored. I'm not trying to big anybody up. I'm not trying to say get this one, get that one. But there's a couple of things that I learned along my journey on with my Triumph Tiger 800 that I want to just share with some people. Now, behind me I've got my Triumph Tiger 800. It's a sturdy beast. It's a 2015 bike. Had it quite some time now. I've got 35,000 miles on it, and I'm really pleased with it. Been to Norway, Sweden, Scandinavia, been down to the Alps, had a really good run round, Switzerland. Wanted a little bit different, wanted to breathe a little bit better, so I went for the decat. But it brings with it some problems. Obviously, the decat, you're looking to get in here, you're looking to take out the old stock pipe, you're looking to get up. It's not easy. Some people say it is, some people say, I'll try this, try that. It's really tight and it's really fiddly. A couple of things that I might mention is if you can get the short section of pipe, so all you have to do is hacksaw off the front and fit the midsection of pipe, it's much easier than getting involved with disassembling the complete down three into one. And then with the stock pipe, obviously I've taken out the cat. The benefits are really good in terms of more performance, more power, instantly noticeable. I've got on here the arrow pipe as well, but there's a couple of things you do need to know. Instantly, your fuel consumption goes way down. Messes with the onboard fuel allowance and says, hey, using way too much fuel, you may well be disappointed, so you might want to remap. Now, I've gone with a stock arrow remap, and you know, it made no difference. So what did I do? Well, I went to these guys. I went to DynoJet and I fitted myself up with a Power Commander 5 as well. The Power Commander 5s that you adjust things, you can mess around, and I've noticed even more performance on the bike by fitting a Power Commander 5 on the bike as well. With the Power Commander 5, you can fit up a couple of different modules. There's an auto-tune module you can get. Now, I've chatted with a guy in the States about a couple of maps that he's created off his auto-tune. It works okay. But I've also fitted in here a two-stage. So I've got a fuel consumption mode, which is pretty good if you're going to go places and you're commuting. And I've got a more powerful mode. So I can up the power with a switch of a button. I've got two maps in this. So I've got an engine map for fuel consumption and an engine map for power and performance, which is a lot of fun on the road. Now, got that hidden all underneath the back, but back to the decat. I'm not going to go over videos that have been shot before, but when I did mine, boy, did I graze a few knuckles along the way. Now, a couple of the problems if you're going to go and decat your whole pipe and take the whole header off is that when you take your nuts out of the engine and you've got the little studs, I'm going to just try and demonstrate it to you because with different studs you get different problems. But when I took my studs out, studs came out the head and the block rather than actually just the nuts coming off the end of those. So what do? You then got to get your rusted on nut, because Triumph's big on rusty nuts. They don't actually put enough copper slip on stuff. But what you might want to do is this. If you've never seen one of these before, it's basically take some plate, drill a hole in it, tap the size that you want in your hole, hacksaw straight down the middle. What this means is, you can pop this into your vise, and with your vise, you can wind your studs basically that are going to be in your engine. You can wind those into your bike, you can pinch it up in a vise, and then you can wind those nuts off the end of that may well be rusted on. When you reassemble your bike, what I recommend and what I did is I went out and bought some titanium nuts, which are hugely beneficial, some little titanium flange nuts, and when I put it all back together, I made sure that with the block, I put a plug tap in, cleaned out the thread, cleaned the thread up by running a die down my stud so that everything was clean and tidy going back together. When I put the stud into the block, what I used is some thread lock to make sure that that was some locked in there. And when I put the new gaskets back in and when I put the new nuts on, everything was copper slipped. Now, that's one of the biggest problems you're going to find. Now, with decating your bike, like I said, there's some amazing benefits. More power, more pickup. I think I've upped the power of my bike around 20 to 25%, and no joke. It is way more performance, way more pickup. When I've done a standing quarter against a friend with a stock bike, you leave them for dust. There's no comparison between one and the other. The only other thing though, like I said, it's fuel consumption. Now what I've done with mine to get more power out of it, as well as fitting the Power Commander 5 with a power switch as well, is I've also put a K&N filter in mine as well. After you've done this, like I said, there's a lot of people out there with some great videos on the how-tos. The thing is, you might find the problems. The problems are getting up underneath the head. You're going to need a whole different selection of spanners. All the plastic's got to come off. But decatting your Triumph, is it worth it? Given the option and the amount I've spent, I'm going to probably say, actually, no, it's not. Stick with a stock pipe, maybe save some weight, stick an arrow pipe on it or another performance system on it, fit in a K&N filter. What I really need to do with my bike now is I need to find a really good somebody who's got a dyno, get it strapped down on a dyno and do some custom maps for my exact setup. If you've got the budget to do that, well then it's a different story. Definitely do the decat. So if you're prepared to go down the line, spend all the money, spend all the time you need, you're going to have to find someone with a really good dyno who's prepared to listen to you for the Power Commander 5, delivering exactly the power that you need to get the most out of your bike, whether it's fuel consumption and making sure you're being more environmentally friendly, perhaps, and a little bit more fuel economy. But when you've got a mapping switch, you can throw that power on, turn it up and have a lot of fun. Thanks for watching my video today. I hope it's helpful for you. If you're thinking about doing it, it's worth making sure that some of the problems you're going to come across you've already got resolved, such as make yourself up a little tool you can grip those studs with if you need to, because they're probably going to come out your head. I'd get yourself some flange titanium upgrade nuts to go onto that afterwards. It is worth it. I wouldn't fit the new header pipe without having new washers into the block. And also, if given the choice, get the mid-section pipe just to remove the cat and hacksaw off the bottom 3 into 1. It's a way easier job than getting involved with the top. Hope that's helpful for you. Thanks for watching my video. If you like that, please subscribe, make a nice comment underneath, and have a great day.